Hey everyone, I'm Spiritual Gemini Goddess. Check out my description box for the links. So all of my socials so you can follow me and subscribe, and you can connect with me and see more details on how to connect with me for a personal reading if you are interested, or in one of my other services. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Please remember to like this video so that you can help me energetically donate and circulate this video so that others can see it. Even if you're not interested in purchasing a service, I greatly appreciate you guys' time and your energy. So the message that I was feeling before getting into this reading, I was already picking up on, is the sword of truth, accountability, okay? What I was receiving is that so many people are needing to hold themselves accountable for the things that are going on in their life at this time. Okay, I have, if for example, I'll use myself as an example, have experienced many things where I felt like I was a victim to a situation that I needed to hold myself accountable for my actions. Not saying that there weren't things that were unjust that were done to me. This still happened, of course, but most of the things that I have experienced was a result of my own way of thinking, my own trauma, my own actions, my own thoughts, my own words, all of these things. Also, a lot of you are needing to pay attention to the connections that you guys are in, pay attention to the relationships that you're in, or the issues that you're dealing with when it comes to other people and what it is that they're reflecting within you. I'm getting a lot of paying attention to what the triggers are, because those are the triggers that you're needing to work on within yourself to bring healing into your life and release yourself from these chains and these illusions, these old ways of thinking and doing things, the way you handle things. If you're in a situation where somebody's triggering jealousy within you, you're needing to pay attention to why you feel that feeling, what is triggering it, not to be angry with the other person because you are feeling it. These are spirits within. These are spirits that you invite within yourself. These are spirits that are generational curses as well. You know, chains that you're needing to break. Entities, energies that you're needing to release. You're needing to learn the lessons within yourself so that you can do better, change it, respond differently, react differently. Not invite it into yourself anymore by allowing it to continue to grow and get stronger, and you react or say things in the heat of the moment because of this spirit. Somebody needs to know, you guys need to know the names of these spirits. Okay, I've been calling out these spirits within others and even within myself, and it's very important to know what they are. Lucifer is pride, okay, Mammon of greed, Asmodeus of lust, Leviathan of envy, Beelzebub of gluttony, Satan of wrath, and Belphegor of sloth. Okay, there is more, but these are the ones that I'm saying now. Pay attention to them within yourself and others. There are situations, of course, where, like I said, there are people that have done unjust things. Okay, they have attacked you unjustly, and this is where I'm feeling you need to call out these spirits within others, as well as pay attention to when you are dealing with these emotions, these triggers, these entities and energies. Someone might have an issue with dealing with confrontation or not wanting to confront other people. Um, you may have struggled with confrontation growing up because speaking how you felt would get a negative reaction, and that caused you to like not want to speak up honestly and openly to others about what you're feeling or what you're thinking, and this is something that you're needing to overcome. These are also other triggers. Pay attention to what traumas that you have, because these are things that you're needing to work on within yourself, like speaking out and using your throat chakra to speak up against things that are unjust, that are not right, that is the truth, because people want to stop you from speaking up your truth or speaking the truth. A lot of people are saying that they don't want love at this time, or they don't care about love, like they want to focus on their goals, and I want to say that that's very false. I mean, of course, yes, we want to focus on our goals and our dreams and things like that. That is part of loving yourself and working on yourself. Okay, it's a huge part of your journey, but love is also a very important part of our lives, and it starts with loving ourselves more and loving each other better. Okay, loving ourselves the right way and loving each other the right way, and bringing in that love energy. We want it, we're craving it, but most people are not doing it the way that is the right way to do it. This is a process of teaching us how to love ourselves better, how to forgive one another. We're going through these cycles to learn and raise up our energy, and attract in that energy that we're putting out. And that's why I keep saying it. Why do I keep saying that? Because when you are, let's say you're dealing with sirens. Okay, I'm trying to use an example, but I want to use more than one example. But I'm gonna use one example right now. Um, let's say you're in a separation, right? And you're going through your healing, and there's something that you are working on within yourself, and you get on the next level of your healing journey, a next level of a level up for you, hitting a milestone, accomplishing a goal, and you heal through something, right? You're working on something, and the person that you're in separation with is spinning the block. Okay, this person that you love or you care about is spinning the block, and you spend time with this person, and you'll see things and you'll realize things that are improving within you and this person. And then you have to come back into separation again, and this is because, let's say something happens and it triggers you. and then you guys are in your separation again. But it's like it's not that you're not, you may or may not be communicating with this person a lot, but the point is that something happens and then you still feel a trigger, you still feel something is not complete. You may not feel like you're ready fully. You may feel like something still needs to happen. You may still get triggered by certain things, by certain feelings, by certain thoughts. You're still needing to pay attention to what those things are so that you can work on them within you. You're raising up your energy. That's how you're raising up your energy and your frequency. And this is why you guys are coming into communication or having reunions, but you're not in full union yet, because there still needing to be work done within you. And there's another thing. It still needs to be work done within you. And every time you do work, there is a reunion, okay? This can be for twin flames. This is just one example. This can also be the same for like friendships, working on, things that were triggering you before and doing things better this time around, or realizing that you needed to work on your communication, or realizing you needed to pay attention to how other people are feeling, or just healing things, forgiveness, understanding, compassion. And you may come into alignment with these people now, or you're coming into reunions with these people now, coming into like forgiving them and working on your connections with them as well. And the thing is, it's a process. So just because you guys are in separation or things are not exactly fully 100% yet, doesn't mean that it's not working up towards that. You get what I'm saying? It's like it's happening on divine timing. In divine timing, it takes time. Somebody's needing to realize that you need to be patient, that these connections and these connections are important to you. Everyone you come into and everyone that you come into contact with is for a reason, and you're needing to pay attention to why, for what reason. And it's usually about something that needs to be worked on within yourself. Why? Because everyone is you, okay? Everyone is a reflection of you. Spiritually, we are all, and it's deeper. It's like we are all one. We are all connected. We are all a reflection of each other. We are all a reflection of you. You are all a reflection of me. So, I'm getting a thought of somebody at this time. Pay attention to what triggers you about certain people or the way you perceive certain things. Hmm. Most times people are projecting their own fears and their own thoughts and their own feelings onto each other. For example, there can be somebody that shares something with you, right? Let's say they share something with you about their parents, okay? And they may say something that might make you well, without completely getting into what they're gonna say. So pay attention before you speak. Like listen and Really listen and pay attention before you say anything. Listen to people speak completely. Let them finish what they're saying. There may be, and pay attention to how you feel. Even if like you're wanting to say something, don't say anything. Listen, but pay attention to what you're feeling and what you're thinking when they say certain things, and why you feel that way, and what is it within yourself that you're needing to reflect on, or what you're needing to work on, your perception, your thinking, your feelings when it comes to a certain situation. Now let me get back to that example of, let's say somebody's saying something about a parent, and you automatically think it's going to be something negative because you've had a negative experiences with your parents, or in your perception of things, your understanding of things, it's a certain way, but that's not what that person was going to say, and they say something completely different, and it's actually not negative. Pay attention to how you're feeling and what you're thinking, and reflect on that. That is projecting. So like if you would have said something and then give your opinion or your feelings or your advice or whatever without even really knowing the whole thing, you've just projected your situation, your feelings, your thoughts, your opinion onto a situation that is not your situation, that is not what it really was. Okay. That's Things are not what they seem. It kind of gives me that AI thing too. I'm getting that AI where nobody's gonna be able to trust their what they see because of what's being created by artificial intelligence. Can you imagine we're living in a world full of dinosaurs and it's fake and people are freaking out because their physical eye can see it, but it's not real? What it will do to people mentally? That's just an example. But people, that's basically what we're living, I feel, when it comes to the oh, that just touched a nerve. A nerve. Because we often talk about how all of this is an illusion, okay? And there are so many things that are illusions. There are so many things that are created just with our way of thinking, and our eyes playing tricks on us. But imagine that our lives are like artificial intelligence, like AI, okay? That it's not real. It's just there to mess with us mentally and emotionally. We have to pay attention and stop reacting so quickly. To notice something, to notice things, to pay attention to things, to use our discernment. Hmm. That was interesting how that came out. Someone's needing to focus on their relationship with their family, their relatives, how things are playing out. Someone may be projecting, or someone may be thinking things over their family, or needing to be careful with thinking things over their family or the people that they care about, not letting their minds and their emotions and their eyes and their thoughts, well, their minds, play tricks on them. There are things that you're needing to hold yourself accountable for. You're needing to pay attention to how all of these relationships in your lives, what it means in dealing with certain people. Like, yes, you're needing to pay attention like pay attention like you're watching from the shadows, okay? Continue to focus on your growth and what it is that you are working on within yourself and realizing things on a more clearer perspective. I'm feeling like you need to be open. Really completely let yourself be open and study it, explore it, but without holding on to any resentments or negative intentions or feelings or thoughts. Like, just be completely open to this experience. You're going to need to cleanse your energy a lot and ground yourself a lot. I'm getting like monitoring spirits, lurking energy, drama, evil eye, agents. I feel like somebody's going to be noticing some weird things. You're going to be noticing things. You're going to be seeing things happening because you're going to be paying more attention. It's really important for you to practice a lot of forgiveness. You're going to start putting things together when it comes to what's going on in your life and why things are happening the way that they are. I keep saying flies, so there's definitely lurking. You also have to be very careful with what you're consuming, what you're putting in your mind, what you are allowing yourself to watch, what you're allowing yourself to think, what you're allowing yourself to feel, what habits that you're entertaining or continuing to do over and over again. Somebody's needing to drink more water. Somebody could be feeling nauseous. Somebody could be feeling like fasting. Fasting may also help you. Shadow work is popping up a lot, and this is a huge part of shadow work too. Realizing your own darkness, your shadow, the things that you have allowed yourself to do or think or create with your mind. Alchemy is very real and important, and paying attention to how you're alchemizing, because you can alchemize negativity and you can alchemize positivity. A lot of people want love, and a lot of people are needing to respect love, respect others, respect energy, respect effort, respect somebody's freedom. I'm also getting that you really need to understand that loving yourself mm. So you can love others and show them love and respect, okay? And forgive them, appreciate them. You need to put out the energy of everything that you want to receive back from the people that you care about or that people that you love, or putting that energy out so that you can receive that in return. I'm feeling like so many people are trying to love others. And this reminds me of things being mentioned in the Bible where God loves us and, shows us how amazing God is, through miracles and blessings and how much love He has for us. And so many people take it for granted. And what I'm feeling is that, how to explain it? It's like going inward is loving ourselves, showing that loving energy to ourselves, but also needing to show it to others. I'm not saying don't, but pouring into yourself and loving on yourself and connecting with yourself is how you are connecting to God, your God self, searching for love in everything and everyone. And instead of looking at all the beauty and love within you and how amazing you are, how amazing God is. I'm not saying again not to love one another, because we are all here supposed to be loving one another and taking care of one another and treating each other right. But what I'm saying is that we're neglecting giving us that love and that energy that we deserve or that we want or that we need. And it has to start with us giving it to ourselves and then giving it to others as well, sharing it with others as well, and receiving that in return. So I want to get into a little more details when it comes to people that come into your life, because I'm getting these messages share. If you're dealing with somebody that is, you're dealing with someone that is jealous, okay, for example, again, these are spirits as well, so you need to pay attention to that. And it's important because when we allow certain energies around us, let's say you're working on that, okay, or you're healing that, or you're removing that energy from you, and there's somebody that's in that energy, that is that energy, that is allowing themselves to keep that energy or that entity within themselves because they're not working on themselves to remove it or heal it or acknowledging it. That's the reason why it's so important to protect your energy from certain people, because if you're doing the work and they are not, there can be moments where subconsciously they're putting this energy onto you, speaking things over you, like putting like, let's say somebody can say something like, oh, somebody said something about your weight, okay, for example, and now that's bothering you subconsciously when it wasn't bothering you at all, because you were feeling good within yourself. You were feeling yourself, you're feeling beautiful, you're feeling, on top of the world, you're feeling yourself. And then somebody comes and they'll say that, and then you're in your head for like a week or two because they said something to you like that, and it's because they subconsciously put that within you, and that's like a way of attacking you energetically, because this person is not being aware of what they say or what they do and how they're doing it, and it caused you to not only feel a certain type of way, but maybe even react a certain type of way towards them. Okay, so be mindful of things like that. It doesn't mean that you cannot like protect yourself in dealing with situations like this, because there's some people that, I grew up in a family that is constantly nitpicking at each other's looks, what they have, what they're doing, what's going on in their lives, what their relationship status is, just all types of things, right? A lot of lower vibrational things. And there are relatives that you won't see them and they'll be like, dang, you gained weight. Like, okay. Things like that. It will be implanted in your subconscious and bring you down. And the thing is that that's the energy that they're consistently in because they're choosing not to work within themselves. But pay attention to why you're dealing with those energies because they are showing you something that is triggering you. Now, if you're confident in yourself, you're not going to give a crap what they think, okay? You're not going to care. But it's building you up to not care. It's building you up to focus more on what it is that is triggering you, why it's triggering you, and not allowing that to bother you. Okay, or catching when certain people are doing certain things that are just like, okay, I need to watch this, that, and the other, and pay more attention to those things, and not let it get to me. I gotta work on my self confidence. I gotta work on something. Yeah, there are things that I wanted to work on, but don't do it for them. Do it for yourself. Ooh, that one right there. Felt it. Felt it. Sometimes people are trying to, maintain an image because they feel like other people are expecting so much from them or counting on them is one thing, but expecting so much from somebody or pressuring somebody to do so much when they're already doing things within themselves or working on themselves in their lives. It's a lot of pressure to try to stay looking on top of yourselves, taking care of yourself, um, trying to eat right, trying to live right, trying to focus on your goals, trying to heal. Like, you're going through this at your own pace, your own timing, what it is you're working on within your own journey. It's your journey, not anybody else's journey. But you're needing to be like very mindful of these things, not only within others, but within yourself. And also pay attention to why certain people, like they could have, it could be, okay, and this is where the shadow comes in. There may be things that they're presenting or they're doing that you may subconsciously do without saying it. Okay? That's what I'm getting. So you may think or feel certain ways, or you may be like, let's say you're the type of person that, you may not say something like that out loud, but you're thinking it. Your mind, or maybe even your eyes. Maybe you're not trying to be in that lower vibration, but you're doing it subconsciously. Like, oh, you're looking at what they're wearing or what they're doing or how they're doing it, or you're feeling some type of like a little way, and then you're trying to brush it off, or you're trying not to think about it, or whatever the situation is. It's like it's still there. So that's your shadow, okay? The hidden parts of you that you're needing to work on. These things that you're needing to work on within you. You may not say it, but there's something that you need to work on. Okay? You may like, and that's like giving eye, even though you're not speaking it over them, you're still thinking it subconsciously, or even looking at them some type of way that is like evil eye, or it's like you're not 100%. I want to say pure. Okay, that's just the word that I want to use, and it's not to like judge anyone, or I'm not saying that you need to be perfect. I'm not saying that you need to be a perfectionist when it comes to everything, but and I'm not saying I'm perfect. But we all go through these things, and the reason why I'm talking about it is because we need to be more aware and more accountable for the things that we do say or speak or think over people. And there's a reason why these connections come into our lives. There's a lot of things that I had to break free from having that type of environments. Okay, I grew up in a lot of negativity, a very dysfunctional environments, a lot of toxicity, a lot of just negativity, like period. So I'm breaking free from a lot of those chains, a lot of those chains. Am I perfect? No, I'm not perfect. Am I worth it? Yes. There was somebody that said to me, there was somebody that said to me, and I haven't said this back. I just thought about what they said, and it wasn't even towards me, but it kept playing in my head because, we have meetings with people all the time for a purpose. And this person kept saying about a situation they're in. I don't know why this person thinks that they're the only person or the only, like they're the best choice. Like in other words, like let's like saying this is the best man or this is the best woman, like they're the only one, like they're the best one to choose from. And my response to that is, why ain't I? You might not have been saying it to me, but it stayed in my head a couple of times because of situations where sometimes we as people feel like maybe you're not feeling like you're good enough. Maybe you're not feeling like you're perfect. Maybe you're not feeling like, you are the best choice. Maybe you not be might not be the flyest person. Maybe you not may not be the baddest person. Maybe you might not be the smartest person. But why ain't I the best choice? Why ain't I the best choice? It's my reality. I am the best choice in my reality. Why? Because working on myself, loving on myself. I'm real. I'm a very loving person. I'm not perfect. Nobody is, but I'm willing. And I feel that I am the best choice. You know what I mean? And maybe before I didn't feel that way. Maybe before I felt like, I couldn't be because I'm not perfect, but I'm imperfectly perfect. Okay. So this is all about coming back to yourself and being real with yourself and loving yourself and breaking free from these illusions, seeing the truth for what it is, seeing the truth for what it is. What are the things that are needed to be worked on within you? If you're dealing with somebody that is kind of like, look at the connections that you're in and really observe them. Okay? Observe them. There are situations where I looked out for people, but I also felt like, and I'm going to use myself as an example, okay? There were situations where I've looked out for people and I've done a lot for people. And at the time, I might have done it for the wrong reasons, okay? But truthfully, in my heart, I've always enjoyed helping other people. But there were times in my past where I have done things to show what kind of a person that I am, what kind of a person, basically, be real. Trying to show people who I am based off of what I did, okay? And these people did not appreciate that. And when they didn't appreciate that, or appreciate me, and I could see right through their actions by the way they were moving. Like a lot of times I was testing people, I feel, without even realizing I was testing people, but I was also moving from my heart as well. So it's a combination of all of these things, right? Remember, this was before I started my walk. I started to understand things, and I'm starting to understand a lot more things. But that's where they say you can't do things for love. You have to do things out of love. Okay. And I had a combination of both. So when I would do things to show my love and to show that, and try to, show people that, this is how I show love, to get that love back from them and appreciation from them. It was very At that time, I didn't see it that way. Okay. And so it was not all from the best intentions because I did not understand that that's not how I was supposed to show love, right? But there were moments where I would see that people would see how I would go out of my way and do things for them. Remember, both ways, whether it be out of love or for love. They saw that I was going out of my way to do things for them, to make them happy, to help them, to show, that I care and all types of things. And they would take advantage of my kindness. They would take advantage of my help and right away assume that I was the type of person that they could take advantage of. And they would try to drag that along more to their advantage. And I was a very observant person. I have always been. And it's like setting a trap in a way, which you shouldn't. And I didn't do that purposely, but it was like I have watched them do it and try to take advantage of me and try to take advantage of me and try to take advantage of me until I realized, I mean, I was already realizing it, that they were trying to take advantage of me. But instead of me saying anything, it was like I allowed it to continue until I would snap, until I would just, and I feel like that's the lower vibrational side of a Gemini, for real. Like, for real. We will take it and we will mentally note it and we will watch it and we will peep it and we will continue to show our kind, loving side until we say that's enough. And I would have moments where I would lash out and they would see the whole other side of me. And it was just like, you know what I mean? But stuff like that. If you know that there are people that are taking advantage of you, call them out on it. If you're doing things because you want to help someone, do it out of love. Don't do it to force them into a situation or manipulate them into a situation to make them, love you or to make them appreciate you. Do it because you want to do it out of the kindness and love of your heart and not to manipulate the situation in any way where it's going to be for whatever it is that you want it for, even if it's for love. Okay, like don't go and blow all your money on somebody and then be upset because they didn't come in the way that you wanted them to come in or come back to your life the way that you wanted them to come in. You have to be patient with the process, show love and be kind to people and be genuine with people, and allow them to make the decisions that I'm not saying allow, not giving permission to, okay, words are very important too. And I try to say it in a way where I'm not making it come off as trying to control or manipulate anything, but just give room and give space, okay, and allow divine time for things to happen and be genuine. Be genuine. Work through your heart. Forgive. Cleanse your energy. Make decisions that are best for you. Do things out of love, respect love, take love seriously, take people seriously the way you want people to take you seriously. Don't play with anyone's time or energy. Every situation comes into your life for a reason. At that time, I may not have had the best intentions either. I may have been moving in a way that I felt was beneficial to me as well in that situation at that time. And I didn't see it that way at the time. I might not have looked at it that way at the time, seen it that way at the time, but looking back and realizing how everything unfolded, the way things happened, yes, I did have feelings involved. Yes, I did care. And they may have cared too, but people do come from different backgrounds, the way they handle things, the way they do things. Some people are in survival mode. Some people are, moving off of just thinking about themselves in the moment or putting themselves in the moment with certain things. We can get greedy sometimes. We can only think about, money sometimes. We can only think about what we want sometimes and that is where you have to pay attention to what is it that happened in this situation? Why did it happen in this situation? Was I being 100% real? Was I being 100% honest? Was I moving 100% in the best way? What is it from this situation that I needed to learn? What's the lesson in this situation that I needed to learn on how I treat other people, or how I look at other people, or how I handle certain situations? They all serve a purpose. They are a reflection of you. Even if you are not on the same exact, like, everything doesn't have to be exactly the same, but there can be certain things that stand out. There's certain things that you may like hold a grudge on, or hold pain on, or have not let go from a situation and dealing with somebody. You're looking at that person like, yeah, you were bogus, you did this, or you did that. You're needing to pay attention to what it is, whether you have let it out verbally or they know about it. Even if they don't know about it, it still counts. It still matters, because that's the energy that you are in. That's the energy that you put out. So it's always going to come back, even if they don't know about it, even if they didn't see it, even if they don't know what you're thinking or what you're feeling. I'm saying that you need to give things time, allow things to happen in divine time. Okay, bring and allow more forgiveness and bring more balance into your life. There's something that you need to understand in dealing with others. And like I said, look at everybody as a reflection of you. Okay, pay attention. Like, you do have habits that you got from your childhood. Okay, you are breaking generational curses, but first you need to acknowledge that. What is the curse? What are the habits that you're repeating that you need to release? What is it that you need to hold yourself accountable for? What is it that you need to be honest with yourself about? The power of the mind, the power of the tongue is real. Be careful what you speak over others. I'm getting that you need to go with the flow. Again, I said this already, and this is confirmation. Go with the flow with these shifting cycles. Go with the flow with these changes. Some of you guys are freaking out. It's not that you're not trying to operate out of love and do things from a loving place. Some of you guys do have good intentions, okay? You have good intentions, but you still have habits that are you're needing to break free from. You're needing to realize within yourself, your way of thinking, the way you handle things. So many women, feminines, so many feminines, okay? I'm not saying that masculines don't have things too, but feminines, so many feminines don't realize how much control they're trying to keep over situations, how you're trying to just have things go a certain way, and you're needing to release control and surrender to these changes. Allow yourself to grow, allow yourself to heal. Realize where you're moving, what you're doing, what you're thinking, how you're feeling, what you're telling yourself, what you're feeding yourself to create negativity into your life, creating stagnation in your life, these chains that you're needing to break free from. Stop trying to control everything, okay? Stop trying to control everything. Release the chains. Just let things flow. You're creating unnecessary stress because you want things to go a certain way. Okay. And I'm guilty of this. I've had this happen so many times because we just want the perfect picture. We want things to go the way, perfectly. Okay. We want the picket fence and we want the family and we want the career and we want the happily ever after. And that is the thing. We need to release expectations, stop limiting ourselves, restricting ourselves to be so small because there's so much beyond that. There's so much growth that we're doing within ourselves and realizing what we need to let go of. Okay, and really follow our intuition, follow our deep desires, allow ourselves to live in the moment and to trust this process. I'm just getting that you're going to be surprised where all of this leads. You're going to be surprised where all of this healing leads, where all this, when you focus and really pay attention to what's going on, everything is a reflection. Everything is a mirror. And Geminis, I'm a Gemini. We mirror things, okay? But we also are dealing with mirrors. Everybody is a mirror. These are different timelines of ourselves, different versions of ourselves right in before our eyes. It's not in another, I'm not saying there's not parallel universes and shit like that, but we are living in the experience right now. So you're having to open up your eye, your seeing eye, your eyes, like really pay attention, okay? Pay attention. Everybody is a reflection of you. There's something in the message. There's something that they're showing you. There's something that you're needing to see or really pay attention to. What is it? Start analyzing things on that level. But don't stress yourself. Enjoy the process. Enjoy the journey. Allow yourself to learn. Allow yourself to grow. Allow yourself to heal. Allow yourself to take the chains off and breathe. I'm getting that somebody like you already feel and know that things are gonna work out. You already feel and know things are so much deeper. Um, you're somebody's trusting the process, but also like letting go, surrendering, trying to surrender or needing to surrender. The excuse me, confirmation, depending on what level you are on your journey. And this, I'm gonna end it with this. I need y'all to listen to this clearly. Okay, I've talked about this before, and this is what I'm speaking on in this message. Beware of what you are projecting. For the qualities you admire in other people, pay attention to every relationship that you encounter, okay? And why? Why? Beware of what you are projecting, for the qualities you admire in one another are qualities that you both possess. And equally so, the qualities you don't like are also your own reflection. So if somebody is triggering something within you when you deal with them, if this person is triggering something about you, you're needing to really pay attention and really be honest with yourself. You ain't gonna say it out loud to nobody else. Be honest with yourself. But I mean, I'm not saying don't speak up and be honest and hold accountability. And I'm not saying that either, okay? But be honest with yourself first. What is it that you don't like about somebody? And if you do that same thing and be honest with yourself. Be honest with yourself. Okay? Be honest with yourself. It's going to help you a lot. It's going to set you free. That's the message I have for right now, y'all. Thank you so much and have a blessed day.